Hey all, welcome back. Today we are going to start a new topic which is access control list in ServiceNow. Before I get started, a quick introduction of myself. I am Abhishek. I have total 10 years of experience in ServiceNow development and delivery. Okay, so moving on to the topic now. ACL. An ACL is a set of security rules in ServiceNow that restrict to data by requiring users to pass conditions, roles, and scripts. Okay, so let's take an example of one of the table employee records I have created in the system. Here you can see that I am able to view this employee record. I am able to view the employee fields as well. But if I wanted to control the accessibility to this form and these fields based on the user who is currently logged in the system. Currently it is system administrator. Okay, so because it is having the admin role, it is able to access all the informations now. Fine. If I do the configure table, and in the control section you will see here one user roles gets created whenever we have created the table. So this is the default role with this table. And what does it mean by having this role? So someone who wanted to access the data of this employee record table, he must be having this bare minimum role, which is the U employee record user. Okay. And how system is identifying if someone is having this role will be allowed to view the data. This is because whenever we create a table, for ACL automatically gets created, which is the write, delete, read, and create ACLs. Okay, so these ACLs define like someone is having this role should be able to access the data. Now test the accessibility of these record first. How we can test? I am going in the user table. In the user table, I am creating a new user, ACL test. I have created this user, and if I do impersonation, okay, so now the current logged in user is this ACL test. If I try to reload, system says security constraint prevent access to requested page, which means this user is not able to view this page because he is not passing the required role for this table. Okay, so if I wanted to access, I need to add a role here, which is this. Okay, I am doing end impersonation. And adding the role. Okay, so test it now again, impersonate this. If I reload, user is having the access of the data and all the fields, like these were some of the fields. Okay, and 4 of the operations which are allowed to this user is write, delete, read, create. Okay, so create is this new. Okay, reading is this reading the data, and writing is this modifying the data from either the list view or the form view. Okay, as well as this delete operations. So if I want that someone who is having this role should not be able to delete the record. Okay, so what I am doing here is I am going on to the delete ACLs, and currently it is active. I am marking as active true to active false. Okay, one more thing guys, if you are modifying the ACLs, you need to, let me end impersonation, you need to elevate the security admin rule. If you have not checked, you will not be able to modify anything in the ACL. Let me uncheck it, and you will see here this ACL will become read only. Okay, I can read the ACLs but cannot modify. Okay, so this is one of the interview questions at the beginner level, like to modify the ACLs, which basic rule you should be having. This is the elevate permissions to security admin rule. Now I have updated this, and if I reload, ACL is now, we can modify. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm going to deactivating this ACLs. Let me preview this, and I'm marking it active true to active false. Okay, save. As soon as I have done this, okay, now if I go here, and previously this ACL test is able to do all the operations, but now you will see here the delete button. If I reload this, it is taking bit time. Why is it not saved? Delete is still active, sorry. Oh, and impersonation, because that time I was not the admin, that's why it is not deactivated. Okay, now it has deactivated. Let me go back and impersonate. You will see here this delete button is now gone. So what conclusion we can draw from here is ACL not only restrict the access, but it grant the access as well. Okay, if I have removed the permissions which comes with this role, okay, the delete permission I have removed, you are not able to delete the record. Okay, so this way we can control the create, read. If I wanted to make all the fields read only, okay, I just need to deactivate this write ACLs. You are not able to write on this. Okay, so now I'm marking, going back, and impersonation, and currently okay, so you will see here again this is being activated. Fine, I have not covered anything related to table.star, table.None, or table.field yet, but these were the three types of the ACLs which you should be knowing. This is the must. Okay, so as of now you will see here that this is table and this is none. If I have selected here none, this is table.None ACL. If I have selected star here, then this is table.star, and if I have selected here any of the field, then this is the table.field ACL. Okay, and we create these ACL in combinations of the type and operations. So if I say this is a record type of ACLs where table.field access is being managed. Which field? Address field. Okay, so let it go. What I am doing here is I am going to create another ACLs. Currently we have the 4 default ACLs. I am going to create another new ACLs by clicking on new. Okay, which ACL should it should be? It is read and create, that is fine. Okay, I'm doing here read. Okay, so I am putting restrictions on reading the record. Okay, and because we have already have table.None, this time I am doing table.field. Okay, and role. So role I am giving here is one role, this HR manager role with this ACL. Okay guys, you will get to understand this very quickly, just be with me. Okay, saving this record. Whenever I am saving this record, it is saying that I am adding one more field level ACL. Okay, and star means all the fields, like this ACLs will be applicable to all the fields. Okay, continue. So what is the meaning of this ACLs now? If you wanted to access all the fields of this table, you must be having this HR manager role. Okay, so if I'm impersonating this user, ACL test user now, not elevate, impersonate, this person is not having this HR manager role, he is only having this default role. Okay, impersonate. What will happen if I reload this? You will see here all the fields information are now gone, but there were 2 records, the first record and this second record. The preview of these records are still available because this ACL test is passing the what? This ACL test is passing the record level permissions. What does it mean? Let me impersonate. We have 4 ACLs which are the default ACLs. Okay, how can I show? Let me reload. This person ACL test is passing the condition for these 4. Okay, and by having these 4 permission, he is able to view the records. So what does it mean? Like these 4 ACLs are the record level ACLs, like table.None. The ACLs are table.None. Okay, you can see here table and none. These are the table.None and passing. Okay, so these are the table.None is a record level ACLs. If you wanted to restrict anything, if you wanted to grant permission or restrict permission anything on the record level, okay, you need to create table.None. Okay, so let me go back to my slide. Table.star control access to all the fields in the table. Okay, and table.None is record level ACLs, control access to the entire record. Okay, so this is the difference between table.None and table.star. Like this is the field label, table.star is the field label, all the fields are being controlled by this, and table.None all the records being controlled. Okay, if I give permissions to table.field, but if I remove the permission of table.None, what will happen? Nothing will, because you are not able to view the skeleton. This is the skeleton where the fields get filled. Okay, now, so I hope I am able to clear your doubt about the table.star and table.None. Okay, you can pause and see the definitions here as well. Like table level ACLs applies to entire table. Okay, record label ACL specific records, field label specific fields. Fine guys, pause here and read the definitions. Next is the table.field. Okay, currently I am the admin. Yes. So let's take an example of this field. Under the salary structure, we are having this salary field. Okay. I just wanted to expose this field to only those person who is having the specific role. Like let me create one role, employee dot salary role. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll again go here, I'll click on new. This time what I'm going to create, the read operation on what, on employee salary. This field we wanted to control, and I wanted to control this field with, do we have employee, yeah, I just wanted to control this field with this employee salary role. Okay, so what does it mean? This employee salary field can only be read if someone is having this employee salary. Okay, so now I'm adding a field level ACLs on this particular field and clicking on the continue. This time, guys, I am giving this ACL test HR manager. Okay, so he will pass the table.star ACL, but I have not given the employee dot salary ACL, sorry, employee dot salary role. So what will happen if I impersonate and reload? Let it. This time you are able to view all the fields but not the employee salary. Okay, so these are the three types of ACLs: table.star, applicable to all the fields; table.None, applies on the records; and table.field, if we wanted to access, if we wanted to control the access of any particular field. Okay, so guys, here I am ending this video. This is already long. Okay, in next video what I am going to cover is what is the condition in ACL. Like I cannot only give the role, but we can add the conditions as well, data condition. How we can add the scripting in one ACLs, what is deny ACLs, okay, and how we can debug the ACLs as well. Okay, so we are going to cover each and everything with related to access control through this series, so you can clear your doubt, and whenever you are going to create any ACLs on any of the table, you should be having a confidence while creating the same. Okay, because these were the 4 or 5 default ACLs on one of the table. Okay, but in your organization you will see multiple ACLs, sometimes 50 or more than 50 ACLs going created, because there were multiple stakeholders. Let's take an example of this employee record. Okay, we have employees who can view their data, we have HR, we have managers, admin, so different stakeholders should be having the different control on this table. Okay, and that can be done using the ACLs very easily. Guys, again one request: if you have watched this video, please leave your comment. If you're learning something through these videos, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Your comments motivates me to create amazing content for all of you, so please post your comments if you like the video. Thank you so much.